comes and from the office and the whole State House.
Right.
His Excellency President has, in exercise of the presidential prerogative vested in the head of state and government pursuant to Article 132 of the Constitution, reorganized the executive by dint of the presidential action. Changes have been effected to portfolio mandates of ministries and state departments. So the head of state and government's executive action realigns ministries, state departments and Kenya's foreign service to optimize performance and enhance service delivery as set out in the administration's manifesto under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. So the new portfolio responsibilities and changes are carried out in Executive Order number 2 of 2023 on the reorganization of the government of Kenya. And well, there's follows. We can definitely remind our viewers which particular ministries have been reshuffled. We can start with the cabinet secretary.
Where? What does that mean for Kenyans?
Yes.
What does that mean for ministries? What does that mean for policies and regulations?
Oh yes, and it's actually even before you actually take a look at the cabinet secretaries, it is key to note that some of this and a number of these cabinet secretaries had outlined what they're going to be doing even tomorrow, as early as tomorrow, as early as 8 a.m. So the fact that this cabinet reshuffle has taken place, they'll definitely have to reshuffle.
Change of offices.
Change of office again.
Exciting news, of course.
Well, we'll definitely be seeing, some of this happening tomorrow, the whole change of office and a change of guard on the same. But we can definitely start on the cabinet secretaries.
Of course, yes. Of course, Musalia Mudavadi, Honorable, who, of course, was the Prime Cabinet Secretary, is also now going to be the Cabinet Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora. Rebecca Miano is now in the Ministry of Investments, Trade and Industry. We have Honorable Alice Wahome, who is going to be the Ministry of Lands, Public Works, Housing and Urban Development. We have Mr. Zakaria Mwangi Njeru, who is now in the Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation. Of course, the government has been talking about 100 dams. Now we have someone new that we could be asking for the 100 dams. We also have Penina Malonza, Honorable, who is now going to be heading the Ministry of East African Community, the ASALs and Regional Development. We have Honorable Dr. Alfred Mutua, who is now going to be in the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife. We have Honorable Moses Kuria, who used to be in the Ministry of Investment, Trade and Industry. Now he's going to be in the Ministry of Public Service, Performance and Delivery Management. How well are government projects being delivered to Kenyans? And at last, or the last minister, the last cabinet secretary to be reshuffled is Ms. Honorable Aisha Jumwa, who is now in the Ministry of Gender, Culture, the Arts and Heritage.
Right. But again, even for the viewer, this, coming after a whole series of the president having the cabinet ministers meeting in different counties and also reading the Riot Act. When he had the cabinet secretaries sign their performance contracts, and a few of them came in late, and he really had to read the Riot Act to some of these cabinet secretaries. Well, there are a couple of cabinet secretaries who do not appear in this particular list. Really raises eyebrows on, is it that they are doing better? For example, Cabinet Secretary Interior, Professor Kithure Kindiki, also Cabinet Secretary Sports, Sports and Youth Affairs, Babu Namwamba. Here on Mondays, really saying what he'll be doing, giving himself a 9 out of 10, by the way. And just to mention some of these cabinet secretaries, we can also take a look at the principal secretaries who have in different ministries that this particular reshuffle has happened. Harsama Kalo, State Department for the Assaults and Regional Development. Julius Correr, State Department for Water and Sanitation. Geoffrey Kaituko, State Department for Shipping and Maritime Affairs. Shudrak Mwadime, State Department for Labor and Skills Development. And Dr. Paul Rono, that particular State Department for Crops Development.
Actually, the Principal Secretary, Kelo Harsame, used to be in Crops Development.
Oh, okay.
And of course, Dr. Paul Rono used to be in Water and Sanitation. So, there's a little bit of a shift there.
Right. And Idris Salim Dokota, State Department for Cabinet Affairs, and Wangombe, State Department for Gender and Affirmative Action. Veronica Nduva, State Department for Performance and Delivery Management. Hibank, that is on the principal secretaries that have been, shuffled in that particular different and various ministries.
Right, and we also have a couple of redeployments and nominations of ambassadors and high commissioners. We have Ambassador Tabu Irina, who is now going to be in Dublin, Ireland. We have Ambassador Willie Bett, who is in Beijing, China. We have Jane Wairumundurumo, who is in Pretoria, South Africa. We have Ambassador George Morara Orina, who is in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. We have retired Colonel Shem Amadi in Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo. We have Ms. Sabdio Dido Bashuna in Gaborone, Botswana. We have Mr. Jemri Nyamasio Ndola in Juba, South Sudan. We have Mr. Jeremy Laibuta in Khartoum, Sudan. We have Mr. George Makgoye in Djibouti. We have Joyce Kasimwa Maitsi, who is in Luanda, Angola. We have Ambassador Philip Mundia Githiora in Maputo, Mozambique. We have Ambassador Isaac Kin Parashina in Abuja, Nigeria, and of course, a few other redeployments here and there. We also have appointments of deputy ambassadors, but most importantly,
oh yes,
for Cape Media.
For Cape Media, and also Chikicha, you know, every single Saturday here,
right.
Every single Friday,
Tumbo Joto
here.
Shamra.
Now the deputy government spokesperson, congratulations on behalf of TV47 to Mwanaisha Chizuga, the deputy government spokesperson. Well, her boss will be the government spokesperson. This particular reshuffle, Honorable Isaac Maigua Maure. If I'm not wrong, Isaac Maure was has been a leader before.
Right.
Now the government spokesperson, and another deputy government spokesperson, Gabriel Muthuma. Remember, these particular changes take effect immediately.
Tonight, we bring you a pressing concern that has captured the attention of Kenyans over the past